if you publish a strong message from the newspaper on the social media, then you get something like a orchestrated answer, that you see that many accounts especially it's more on Twitter than on Facebook, that many accounts on Twitter attack you as a traitor, Jew, Russian agent, and whatever you might think. And you hear about everything about your mother and mother of your mother and your whole family. So I think that, let's say 2 or 3 years ago, Twitter was still a place where people, when they didn't agree with each other, they were trying to discuss something and to exchange arguments. And for the last 2 or 3 years, it's just a tool of political fight. So if you publish something which is not okay to some political party, then you don't have a discussion from this party, but you get a troll attack, right? And it's obvious that it's orchestrated, and it's sort of like, paid people doing their job. I strongly believe that free media and also media free of fear are a very important part of democratic society, and with this atmosphere of social media sphere breaking laws, in Poland many people use very strong language on social media, even though there is their photograph and name on it. It has very negative impact on Polish democracy, and this is the thing which we should take special care of. There's of course a very difficult question what to do, and I think, for example, it's very hard to find a legal framework, because these kind of issues are even an internet troll has a right of his opinion, and as long as he's doing things within the law, then it should be legal. So you should be very sensitive in creating new laws concerning these kind of things. French are trying to do that. There's this initiative, but I don't believe in that. I think that if we are able to enforce and use the laws which actually exist and do it well, and on the other hand do some job on educating our audiences, and I mean media of all sizes and colors, then it would be much more of use than introducing a law, because some politicians and some people have this kind of magical thinking. If there is a problem, then we need to create a new law and then the problem's fixed. It doesn't work this well. We fix problems by everyday work and by using these tools we're having. Polish news media are pretty politicized, so a lot of media is labeled by the politicians. This is the state media, or this is the pro-government media, and this is anti-government or opposition media. And I think the people who it hurts the most are people who are trying to get their own way, who are trying to, even being right-wing, but not supporting the government, or the other way around, people who work for the liberal media but are not 100% happy with the state of opposition. So this is true that I think in the current state of Polish political life, when you have actually a situation in which some people describe it as a fight of two political tribes, people who don't want to be 100% of one or the other political tribe are hurt more, because they're excluded from the group which could actually defend them. So this is the biggest danger, because this kind of thinking actually kills the independent press. I think they have the big role to play, and it seems to be that unfortunately their activities are I think not sufficient, which is the reason for that is, as everywhere, the traditional press is going through difficult times because of business model, because of lack of resources, and so on, so on. So, you know, when most of the media in this country actually are fighting for survival every day, it's not that easy for them to be a good source of protection for journalism. Of course, there are mechanisms inside most of the media who are trying to defend journalists from this kind of harassment, but I think, well, much more could be done. The problem is that the market terms are very difficult, and newspapers will have, let's say, different priorities at the moment.